Today is the 28th of September 2024, and we just finished our third training of the year. We have one more training to go. This year we had 2 beginner sessions, 2 intermediate sessions, and you have one more intermediate session to close the year. Today's session has filled me with a lot of energy because it was a class of extremities. We had completely beginner students, whereby this was the first time getting into a photography class, first time interacting with photography, first time handling a professional camera. I love photography, but I've never held a camera before. I see them from afar, I don't have access to one. So we had quite a number of those, like this is my first interaction with a camera.
Hi, my name is Martha Amanya, and I am a student, and I'm also a video editor. I heard about the Canon Academy through Instagram. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I happened to find a story, and then I clicked on it, and yeah, I signed up, and yes, here I am. And so the Canon Academy experience has taught me so much. It has been so productive. And I feel like I have learned a lot with just a little. At least I have a base. I have somewhere to base from, you know, before I could go for the tutorials.
My name is Ibrahim Imran, and I am an IT support specialist. How I found about the Canon Academy, I was on Instagram. Actually, it was through my socials. Then I was on Instagram. Then I found out it was an advert. Then they told me apply if you would be interested. When I applied, I went through. Actually, I was. The fun bit of it, which is interesting, I was even reminded, was it on a Thursday, I received a WhatsApp from I've forgotten the name, but he's from Nigeria, reminding me about the workshop which will take place for today. But what I found about the workshop is really fantastic and really good. And actually I'm green about photography. But I've picked about a lot. I've been seeing people taking photos, but asking myself how. Someone in motion, jumping, but how can you feel someone in air? And the photo is super good.
Hi, my name is Jane Chris. I am a development practitioner by profession, and I'm also passionate about visual storytelling. So I got to know about this training through Instagram. It came as a sponsored ad on my timeline, so I signed up. And one thing that has been the highlight for me from this training, it has been so refreshing, getting back to the basics of photography.
Hello, my name is Canon Uganda. I'm a student currently pursuing a bachelor's in digital marketing and content creation. So I got to know about the class through a mutual friend who shared the poster and the link, which I used to join. Then I've attended the class, and the class is so amazing. It was super educative and insightful. I would encourage anyone out there to join the class.
And then in the same class, we had people of Me, I know white balance, I know image quality, I've been shooting for a number of years, I know exactly what I'm doing. And in the same class, we had graphic designers. So yes, it was diverse in terms of fields of work, but the thing that stood out for me was the extremities in level of experience. So having a class that had people who are extremely interacted with photography over a certain period of time, but maybe never had a professional training. And then in the same class, having people who are interacting with photography for the first time, both in terms of training and practice. I really enjoyed the conversations, especially when we discussed image quality. It was interesting to see the people who had been engaging in photography give explanations of how they've understood certain things. And what I enjoyed the most about this class is the fact that people are learning from each other within the class. It was more like I was facilitating a session or like a dialogue between two groups of people. So you would find that I'll ask a question, and then the guys that have been interacting with photography will all have different perspectives of how they've been thinking about a particular concept. And then from their understanding, the people who are interacting with photography for the first time are able to get an idea of what that concept is. And then I'll just wrap it up together. Today felt a lot like facilitating a session of people who already had the resources within themselves. And I enjoy that very much because I think the thing we achieved most today was debunking myths, was finding the whys and the hows to the whats that people knew. So for example, someone knows that I'm supposed to shoot in this particular image quality, but then now explaining why you would shoot there or when to shoot from that type of image quality.
Hello, my name is Kelvin Mugera, and I'm a tutor as well as a photographer by profession. I do own a brand that's available, it's Rank Media. I got to know about this Canon workshop via Instagram, and I'm lucky that I have been part of it this day. And what I can say about it, it is fruitful. Even if you know, there is always room for more knowledge, and no man is an island.
All right, this is Canon Academy, Uganda, and my name is Kamoga Shaft. Yeah, I'm a sports photographer. I take shots for sports. Yeah, and it's been a good experience coming on board today to study more about photography. And I've really been blessed to be here today. As a sports photographer, I had a challenge of balancing the triangle, like mainly balancing the aperture, because I usually took pictures, then I could review them when the aperture is not yet balanced. But it's been a blessing when I was in there. I learned about how I can balance the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed. All right, so I got to know about the Canon Academy workshop, which we are holding today. Through the social, it was the Facebook. I was scrolling and then I found it out. Actually, I first got the post late during the first workshop. I got to know about it when it's already passed. So I kept on updating and visiting the website. So till when I found it when it's happening on 28th September. And I applied in and then I got an invitation later.
So today was really interesting because I enjoyed the energy. The class was very energetic. The class was very engaging. People were active. And I like a class that gives me a challenge. And today was one of those classes where the participants were very free and open to challenge you with questions, to challenge you with their own experiences and thoughts about concepts. I loved the engagement that we had. I loved the points of questions. In fact, I think we extended the class by 2 hours. That is how much engaging today's class was.
But thanks to Miriam, he has taken through, I explained each and everything. And trust me, if you're there and you're green about photography, trust me, don't dare miss the next workshop, inshallah.
I'd love to thank our teacher today, our trainer Miriam, for pouring into us and the Canon fraternity for the opportunity to learn. Thank you very much.
So yes, so the Canon Academy experience has been so amazing and very productive. I'm very grateful.
One word I would say is so educative.
One word I would describe the Canon Academy experience is it's very productive. It's very, very productive, yeah.
In one word, I may equate this workshop as being fruitful.
In one word, I would say the class is so educative.
Yeah, the entire workshop is a blessing.
And I look forward to the intermediate session. This is proof that probably people come for the intermediate session when they should be in the beginner session, because the conversations in the beginner session are very different. And if you missed all our beginner sessions this year, worry not, we have a whole year in 2025, and this should be your reason to bookmark this video so that you come for next year's classes. Thank you, and see you next year in the beginner sessions. Bye!